So there you have it. You've heard from some of the top people involved. We're getting ready for the top 32 action. I will see you guys on the track.
The crowd here are chanting for one more time.
But after we get this, where the chase car has nose into the wall.
أسعد الله المساء، أهلا وسهلا بكل متابعينا، كل جماهير رياضة السيارات، كل من ينتظر بداية هذه الجولة OIDC 2025. هذه الجولة الأولى من بطولة هذا العام، والتي تجمع أبطال رياضة السيارات من مختلف دول العالم يلتقوا هنا على حلبة مسقط أرينا في هذه البطولة وفي هذه الجولة المميزة. سنكون وإياكم لنتابع 42 بطل في هذه الأمسية في تصفيات ليستمر منهم 32 بطل في نهائيات يوم غد. 42 بطل من 15 دولة سيلتقوا هنا وسنتابع الأحداث هذه الليلة. نتشرف أن نكون معكم بالتعليق باللغة العربية أحمد دعموس وسالم الرحبي، وأيضا باللغة الإنجليزية. Mike Leeson, how's everything? Are you ready?
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Thank you very much. It is such an honor to be back in the beautiful Muscat Drift Arena. We have 46 drift cars ready to go to battle here for our entertainment, representing 15 different countries. I am so excited, I can't contain it. I just want to get in my boot now and start the show off.
إذن وإياكم سنتابع هذه الأمسية. تحية لكل من يتابعنا في البث المباشر من خلال اليوتيوب ومن خلال الفيسبوك، وكل من نتشرف بوجوده هنا على المدرجات. أهلا وسهلا بالجميع.
Yeah, so make sure, get comfortable, sit down. We are live on the English commentary on the YouTube and the Arabic commentary on the Facebook. So this is going to be an exciting night for qualifying. It's time to get the show on the road.
Let's do it, Mike.
Okay, so we are back. Ahmed Daham, our first driver, leaves the line as we see the live stream drop down. Here we go. Daham in his new GR Corolla, or GR 86. My apologies. I'm still tired from running back in off the track. And oh no! An absolute wild, uncharacteristic spin from Ahmed Daham. Not sure what happened there, but Daham just not driving the way he was in practice now, if you ask my opinion. Daham was killing it this morning. I was so impressed with this new build that him and his team have prepared. And yeah, just going wrong from the start. See, the track temperatures have dropped. These guys finished practice a couple of hours ago, so it's a completely different temperatures. And yeah, just Daham washing out on the blue and yellow paint and just losing grip and over-rotating that car. So yeah, that's not the start that Ahmed Daham wanted for his 2025 season. Okay, so up next on the line, we have an Oman veteran now, if you ask me. It is Clint Van Hout representing the Netherlands in this absolutely stunning S14. Clint's car looks mint, but I can confirm it will not be that clean by the end of the championship, because this man drives the wheels off this car. As we see, marshals are just fixing the cones down there at turn 1, and then we will be sending Clint off for his first run. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Dutchman gets on. He was looking well in practice, and he's told me he's feeling confident, so it could be one to watch this season. So here we go, Clint Van Hout throwing the S14 down. Big initiation. Very little handbrake, using a weight transfer, exactly what the judges want to see. As we see Clint now, look, right on the front brake, tucking it in, lovely into zone 2, and rubbing the front bumper off the wall. That is exactly what we came here to see. A huge wall run with the front of the car from the Dutchman as he comes back now to transition for the wall one more time. Gets the back of the car out to it, coming through the last zone. What a run from Clint Van Hout. So we move back to the line, and up next, it's another heavy hitter. We have Ali Maqseed representing Kuwait, GT86. And a man that is no stranger to podiums here in Oman. Excited to see how Ali gets on. As we see that beautiful prepared car. Guys have put some work into making these cars look unbelievable for this season. It was just a joy walking around the paddock and look at them. But here we go, Ali Maqseed for his first run. As we see a very tentative initiation there by Ali now, but gets the back wheel right out on the line. Exactly like what he was asked. Ali may be putting in a good safe run for his first lap. As we see him come through to the inner clip now as he transitions back out. Lovely, filling that second outer zone. Beautiful. As we move it back through the middle section. Huge here from Maqseed as he smokes our cameras out. The cameramen are changing angles left, right and centre because Ali is just making the Muscat Drift Arena disappear. But he brings it over the line, and what a run from Ali Maqseed. Yeah, we see the initiation there. Ali was just a little bit tentative, but once he came on that power, man, did he sit on a beautiful line. Look at that, right out to the white line. Absolutely pinpoint accurate. And I literally do not expect any different from such a talented driver like Ali. Beautiful run, absolutely beautiful run. That drone shot as well, it looks amazing. But we move it back to the line. So we are having a small bit of technical difficulty with some scores not coming up on the screen yet. It should be up momentarily, but we're going to keep the show on the road for the packed house here in Oman. And up next it is Ahmed Al Lamri in his new car this year. Absolutely insane. This man has been killing it. Had a lovely MENA championship, a local cup here a couple of weeks ago. Several podiums, and here we go. Now we got the graphics coming up. This is what I was expecting from the start. But yeah, Ahmed Al Lamri, look at this car. It's just beautiful. Such a nice guy and such an aggressive driver. Representing Oman, one of the local guys here, a fan favourite. So we just wait for Ali Maqseed's smoke to clear, and then we will send Ahmed Al Lamri. And away he goes for his first qualifying run. What can Al Lamri do here? So we see a nice initiation. Look at that. This man was killing it all morning in practice. One or two little issues with the car, but him and his team soon got it figured out, and he's back to the way he was driving first thing. Lovely wall run there with the front of the car. The commitment from these drivers, as we see Ahmed now filling that outer zone as he comes through the crossroad, making his way for the wall lovely, putting that spoiler out to the wall. Absolutely insane driver from the Omani as he brings it around the last zone and over the finish line. That's definitely one to watch. I'm telling you, we are starting with the heavy hitters this weekend. So we watch the replay here now from Ahmed Al Lamri. The commitment the drivers have of putting the front of the cars to that concrete wall. They are concrete blocks, by the way. They are not water barriers. They are not plastic. They are solid concrete. And these guys are rubbing their front bumper off it for our entertainment. If you know cars and you know drifting, you know how much money's underneath the bonnet of these drift cars. So huge commitment there from Al Lamri. And it paid off. Hopefully the judges will like it as much as me. Then again, I'm just a commentator or an excited drift fan with a microphone, really, so not a judge. Okay, so we head back to the line. It is Saud in a new build, E46 V8. Oh, what's going on there? Loads of sparks come from the car and he just stops. Oh, is that his prop hanging down? Something's hanging down underneath that car. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it looks to me like maybe Wokas just broke a prop leaving the line. I don't know. I seen the sparks and I see something dragging. Watch, we'll see it here again. There it is, look. Yeah, and he's straight on the brakes. That doesn't sound right. Something's hanging out of the back of that anyways. It does look like the prop or maybe the subframe. I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully Wokas and his team can get that issue sorted and get it back out for his second run. You know, no one wants to start their championship off like this. It's round one. Everyone's on a blank slate and yeah, you just don't want to start qualifying like that. As we see our track team pushing the car off so we can just keep the show on the road. And we will move it back to the line for our next driver, who is Rafat Al-Yahani. So Mr. Swap Performance, Swapo Man, the nicest guy in the grid. He helps so many of the international drivers out. We were down in his garage yesterday, just a catch up, haven't seen him in a year, and he was just so welcoming to all of us. What a guy. So definitely Rafat, one of the nice guys here on the grid. There's a lot of people rooting for him here. This absolutely insane 180SX with one JC under the bonnet and possibly one of the biggest turbos I've ever seen in a drift car. So the minute I seen it, I said to him, I was like, oh, that has to be laggy. And he just smiled and said, anti-lag. And trust me, I know you're watching the live stream, but you can hear that anti-lag. This thing is absolutely insane as we see Rafat drifting out of the chicane as he throws it down for his first qualifying run. Can he get deep into that zone? Oh, barely getting one wheel in. Not what the judges wanted to see. They want them on that outer white line, filling the zones completely. But Rafat is back on the line now as we see the flames banging from the bottom of the car, and he shuts it down. What happened there? I'm not 100% sure, but Rafat used the rest of this lap just to feel it out, make sure the car's working, whatever that issue was. These guys were having steering issues earlier on today in practice. They had the whole front side on the right hand side off that car, so I wonder, is it some sort of gremlin that is after creeping back in? Hopefully it's something small that they can fix, because, you know, we definitely want to see Rafat making it into the battles tomorrow. Such an aggressive driver. So we see, watch this now, gets back out on the line here, clip 2. Lovely here, look at that. That's exactly what we came to see. Bumper to the wall, and then whatever happened there. See the way the front actually washed and snapped on him. It's very interesting. So, unfortunately for Rafat, that will... I'm not sure actually. I'm not going to say it'll be a 0, because it could just be a very, very, very heavy deduction. So we'll wait and see what the judges think of that. He did the right thing. He tried to keep it going, but definitely not the run that the Omani driver wanted. Okay, so we head back to the line, and it is Ehab. So Ehab Fala in this crazy E46. This is a man that has just came into his own this year. His driving is absolutely insane. He's been killing it up in Abu Dhabi and EDC and the MENA Cup, so I'm interested to see how Ehab gets on this run. He told me today he was feeling confident, and the car is working, and it looks it that way. So we see Ehab now coming through the crossroads. Big flick, last transition, out to the wall, and away he goes, filling that outer zone, right out to the white line and over the finish. That's a good first run from Ehab. Ehab representing Lebanon here this weekend. As we watch the replay now, look at that. Right on the white line. Such a beautiful looking E46 as well. It's just really cool colour scheme, everything on it. Such a nice car, such a nice guy. Going to be exciting to see how he gets on his second run later on tonight here in Muscat Drift Arena. As we see Ehab just bringing it over the line there in his replay, and then we're going to move on to our next driver. So on the list it should be Turkey Alzir. I just want to double check with the graphic that we do have the right, and you know, sometimes the cars don't make it, something goes wrong. Oh, we do, yes, this absolutely insane car. Wait till you hear the noise out of this S14. It's just crazy obnoxious, bit like myself, and I absolutely love it. So what can Turkey do as he leaves the line? Big handbrake drag to try and settle that car getting on the line. Listen to the screams of that V8 underneath the bonnet. So we see him now getting out to zone 2. Not as deep as the judges would like, but doing a great job there in the second outer zone as he comes through the crossroad to transition for the wall. He's taking all the boxes, maybe not as deep as the judges want. Oh, I just jinxed him there, putting one wheel halfway over the line, but that's only a minor deduction. But all in all, from Turkey, that is a good run. So yeah, he is representing Saudi Arabia this weekend, making a trip over for OIDC 2025. I'm more blown away by the standard of builds that are on the grid this year. It's like absolutely everyone has leveled up and just built some insane cars, pushing more power, trying to get more grip down, and just taking this beautiful championship to the next level. Okay, so we await our next car to make it out. And if my list is correct, we should see an absolutely stunning Mark IV Supra coming through. The beautiful new OIDC start line arch. This is insane. Oh, we see the JZX 90. So these guys are new. I need a graphic to come up to see which one it is now, because unless my list is wrong or there's a few drivers after missing, but you know, it's round 1, we'll get there. No, Shenard Leonard. Says in my piece of paper it's in a Toyota Supra, but I can confirm that that is a JZX90, and not just any JZX90, it's a fully carbon JZX90. This Time Up team have put some work into their drift cars, as we see them absolutely throwing that big bus around the track, filling them zones and doing an absolute great job. Not too many JZX90s left in competitive drifting, so it's really good to see this. And the thing I was most impressed with was today in practice, he was sitting in the queue, and this man has like a full sound system in the car. He had the tunes hopping, and that is a bit of me now. So as we see his replay, not filling that zone as wide as the judges want, but he does a good job to get back online here now, getting the front of that car right on the wall. Absolutely insane build. Okay, so we're going to head back to the line, and it's another international driver who should be coming out the arch. And up next is scheduled to be Linus Jansu, so one half of the Swedish Drift Brothers, who is not in his E92. He is actually in a borrowed car from Nazar Arhabay. Nazar's old 350Z, absolutely insane, V8. Was telling me earlier that this is 4th time driving the car, so every lap is a lesson. And you see a big wild flick there. I'll give him 10 out of 10 for commitment. We see Linus now doing whatever he can, touching the front brakes to drag that car back out wide and get into zone 2, which he does nice and tight to the wall clip as he flicks it, filling that outer zone. Absolutely lovely is Linus as he puts the foot down now, coming through the crossroads, flicks it back, not as deep on the walls we see, but it is a borrowed car. I think he's doing whatever he can to put a lap in here and get a decent score on the board that would hopefully get him into competition action tomorrow. So yeah, tonight we are doing qualifying. All drivers get 2 runs. They will be judged, and then the top 32 move on to the battles tomorrow. So let's be honest, that's the best part of drifting. That's where it's going to get absolutely insane. Okay, so we head back to the line, and it is Zahar Al-Shahaksi in his 370Z, another Omani driver. So let's see how Zahar gets on his first qualifying run. Okay, Marshall gives a signal, and away Zahar goes as he leaves the line for his first run. What can he do in the 370Z? V8 under the bonnet. Oh, and just off power there. He found it a bit difficult to catch grip at the start, but he does a good job to keep that car on track. Oh, and a straight in there. Just, in my opinion, looking, maybe he's the car gripped up a bit too much. He let off throttle there, and she just snapped straight. So what can Zahar do for the rest of this lap as he comes through the last transition out to the wall? And can he fill the outer zone? He does. Not that much angle, but he still puts a score on the board. And definitely a bit of work to do on his second run. But look, sometimes the first run's the first round, it's the first day, people get nervous. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what happens with Zahar on his first one. See there, like, he just very tentative coming onto the power. And there's this here for me. Watch, he lets off, boom, just grips up straight away. As we see him now doing whatever he can to try and get 370Z back on the correct line that the judges are asking for in the driver's briefing this afternoon. Does a good job there to keep it off track. I know he dialed off a lot of angle, but he really did well to keep that car in between the white lines as we see the flames coming out from the bonnet of it. It's just something that's crazy and you get used to over here. So we move it back to the start line, and up next it should be Tariq Al Shahani. So I'm expecting an orange 180SX to drive through the arch. I think I can hear him. Such a loud car. Tariq, one of the local drivers, made a massive statement here last year. Impressed absolutely everyone. Another guy who just year after year keeps coming back, and he's leveled up and leveled up. So what can Tariq do on his first qualifying run? As we just wait for a bit of smoke to clear. It's a very dead evening here. Very little wind. It's very warm. Look how low that diff is to the ground. Wow, that's insane. Hopefully she doesn't squat much. So as Tariq waits to get the signal from the marshal, fully sure what's going on. The smoke has gone. Never mind. They just wanted to make me look stupid, basically. As soon as I say it, the car leaves the line. So yeah, Tariq is off for his first run. Huge flick in. Can he get wide and fill that zone? One wheel in at the start, but two at the end. So he did get deep. I wonder what way the judges will score that. As we see him now coming through clip 2, clip 3. Transitions for outer zone 2. Absolutely lovely line as he comes up to the crossroad to transition for the last time. Big flick out to the wall. Oh, halfway in the box. Still taking all the clipping points, but you know, maybe not as deep as the judges want to see. But that is not a bad first run from Tariq Al Shahani. Lovely middle section there. Absolutely nailing clip 2 and 3 perfectly. And look at this, right out to the white line. That is not a bad run for Tariq Al Shahani. We want to see them more. That's the angle. That camera angle there is the one that's going to get us all excited. We want to see big snappy flicks right onto that wall, rubbing bumpers or losing bumpers, whichever they prefer. I'm getting much a bit of drifting. Okay, on the line next, representing Ireland, it is Chris Brady. And Chris Brady has had an emotional few days. He arrived here on Tuesday. His car literally arrived 2 hours ago, and the guys had to align it and prep it. He got 2 practice laps. What can Chris Brady do in this absolutely insane James Dean built S15? As we see Brady now on the front brakes, doing whatever he can to just connect the dots, putting in a solid run to make sure he gets a score on the board and book his place into battle action tomorrow. But yeah, I think a lot of people were rooting for Chris Brady. At 3 o'clock today, we didn't know if this car was going to be here or not, and luckily everything just fell into place. So better late than never, I say. So you see this now. Look at this. Just remember, guys, 2 laps. He literally had 2 laps before we went live for qualifying, and they just did a quick alignment, threw new tyres onto it, a bit of petrol and sent. This car left Ireland in November, and Chris obviously getting very familiar with it because he is looking comfortable out there. And if I know Chris, which I do, he is going to push hard on the next one because he now has a nice score on the board from his first run. Beautiful shot there, Chris Brady. Okay, I can hear the noise, so I can definitely confirm who the next car is. And the next car is Nazar Harbali in his 370Z. the most obnoxious sounding thing on the track, and I absolutely love it. Nazar, the man that went viral last year for going on fire with James Dean, what's he going to do this year that will set the internet ablaze, pardon the pun? So we see, look at the focus in the young man from El Salvador's eyes. This is a run I'm excited to see, because Nazar is always one to watch. He goes full every time, massive commitment. Listen to the bangs of the anti-lag as he comes down. Oh no, the telemetry device came off the roof of the car for our new system we have or judge's aid system we have in play here, so I'm really hoping he doesn't run over that when he comes back through the crossroads. But look at this from Nazar Harvali, absolutely beautiful line, smoking out the Muscat Arena. You can hear all of that V8 screaming there, and it's insane. 370s, what a car, as he takes it over the line, and definitely putting a good score on the board for his first run. So you see the yellow box on the roof, watch, boom boom, gone. So that is our judge's aid. So that is well, not on this run, but on other runs, it's sending back information to our judges, giving them absolutely everything, every bit of information: speed, angle, are they braking, off traction, how close they are to other cars for a battle tomorrow night. But in my opinion, this bit of technology has been tested in a few championships this year, but it's the boys are fairly confident in, and I'm excited to see what data it brings up. And I think, as far as I know, me and you guys at home, we get that data tomorrow for the battle, so we will get to see what's going on. And it's just, you know, the one thing that there's always a bit of controversy in drifting is the judging. You know, not everyone's happy with decisions. Well, now we have it in black and white, so these guys changing the game, in my opinion. But yeah, we move it back to the line, and it is the Corvette of Hussein Maslani, representing Lebanon, C6 Corvette. His first season was last year in this car. He left his E46 behind, which he was in for a long time, and he built this new build. And you know what? I think he made a right decision, so I'm excited to see how Hussein gets on here as he leaves the line for his first qualifying run. Nice initiation there now. Not as deep in zone 1, but he was in there. You know, the judges said you want you fully in that box, but look at this from Hussein. He puts the foot in, coming through the center section, transitions back, going so wide in outer zone 2 as he comes through the crossroads now, ready for the flick. It out to the wall, he gets in the clip, but not as close to the wall. I see everyone's just playing it safe in these first runs, as Hussein now filling that last outer zone, coming around the last corner and over the finish line. That is not a bad run at all from Hussein Maslani. As we just watched a replay here, transition there, absolutely lovely. And this one here, and everyone's doing it, so it's not just Hussein, but we want to see the back of them cars right on that concrete block, absolutely pushing hard. But Hussein doing a good job and getting a score on the board from his first run, so he'll know he can push a bit harder now later on his second one. Okay, we are heading back to the line, and up next it is, oh wait a minute, either my information is wrong, but I'm told it's meant to be a 350Z, and that to me is an A90 Supra. So yes, we are moving to our next driver, no Mohammed Shekhan, but we're going to Dennis McCall in this insane car. This guy's been killing it in practice, absolutely put on masterclass here last year, And I'm excited to see what Dennis does. This new build is just insane. The amount of supers you have in the grid this year is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. And the worst thing is this is the only A90. So they're all Mark IV Supras, which is even more insane if you ask me. But yeah, Dennis doing a great job here now. Not as deep to the wall as I want to see. That's all I want. I want to see lads rubbing that wall. So if anyone's listening in the pits, make sure and tell your drivers that. Get on the wall and get Mike all excited. But yeah, Dennis doing a good job there. One or two little mistakes. Okay, so I'll be back there in 1 second. We're just doing a quick microphone swap. You know, a 5-minute rule on the microphones. I got my Arabic commentator beside me. What's going on, man?
Well, good, man. Mike, we are always happy to see you here in Oman. And the OIDC always bring us back to the best moments that we had last year, OIDC 2024. But it's I'm extremely happy to see you, man.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to catch up later on. But yeah, so I'm going to call one more run before I swap the microphones. I also was informed that the car noises isn't coming across the live stream, so I've sent that message upstairs. People talk like I'm in control of things like that. No, they just hand me a microphone, lock me in a room and tell me to look at this telly. Okay, Kremen Mohammed is up next in this crazy E46. Some amount of Beamers on the grid this year now. I should have nearly counted that beforehand. So Carmen Rashad leaves the line. His black and orange E46 throwing it in. Oh, not getting as deep into that first outer zone like the judges want. Maybe nerves coming into play with some of these guys. So what can he do on the second half? As we see now, a big twitch there on the first transition. He settles the car back down. Bringing it through the crossroads. Will he bring it out through the wall? I think they're doing this to 90. I'm not going to lie. He doesn't, but he still gets in the zone. See him now pushing through the last zone. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, I'm going for my mic change. Back in a minute. Mike is doing a mic change. Yeah. Okay, so if I'm correct, I should be back on the live stream. So yeah, we're just watching the replay there from the last run from Kremer Rashid. Okay, so up next on the line we have Ali Hassan Shahani. I hope I got that right. And he is running the iconic car in my home country in Ireland, the IS200. It probably is an Altezza, and I could have insulted him there, so I do apologise, but this is insane. So this car in practice was shooting some amount of flames from the underneath of it. It was absolutely insane to watch, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do here on his first run representing the UAE. He has down in the commentary info it's an IS300, but yeah, it's a 200. Okay, start line marshal gives the signal and away he goes for his first run. What can Ali Hassan do here? As we see all the flames coming out the underneath of this car. Oh, there's a big, I'm not sure what happened there, but look at the anti-lag when it's still going. Like, that is just insane. But yeah, as he initiated, there was a weird twitch in his wheels there, and it just looked like he wasn't humanly fast enough to catch that. So a very snappy, fast rotation. So yeah, Ali's just going to use the rest of this lap now to feel out the track, you know, feel out the car, figure out what he can do different for his second qualifying run later on tonight. Look at the flames. I'm just blown away by that. That's cool. This man is just melting the track as he's going around here. What a legend. I'm still just watching the live stream here. I kind of forgot to even commentate, so I was trying to figure out what happened there, but that was just a weird scenario. So hopefully, you know, it was just something simple or just maybe a little alignment issue, and him and his team can get that figured out, because I want to see more of them flames tomorrow in battle action. See, look at the underneath and the back of the car as well. Out the wastegate, out the exhaust. I like that. Okay, so we move it back to the line. As we see Abhi Patel representing India. He had a little incident with the wall this morning. Him and his team worked hard, got that car back out, and he did get some practice in after the accident, but I'm not sure, maybe some mechanical gremlins. You see the quarter panel missing off that car, so the back wheel just looks insane. But yeah, in my opinion now, unfortunately for Abhi, that the GT86 just doesn't look like it's steering too well, but he's trying to put a score on the board anyways. At least use this as like a testing lap, so he can go back and go, right guys, we need to do this, we need to do that. How can we change up this car to make it commit a whole lap and put a decent score on the board to get you in, you know? After making the trip from India, he definitely wants to get in that main competition tomorrow afternoon. The flames just constantly coming out the bonnet. The anti-lag that's in these cars is just, it's mental. It's absolutely mental. Like, it just, when you're here in person, like, you could nearly go deaf when you're standing beside the burnout box. But we move it back to the line, and it is Abdullah Hamdan in his E92 representing Jordan. You see Abdullah now throwing it in. Absolutely lovely looking car. The yellow and blue scheme. I like that now. See, comes out all the way to clip 2, doing a great job putting the front of the E92 right on the wall. Has to let off power a bit for the transition, maybe came in a bit faster than he was expecting, but he's doing a great job now as he comes through the crossroad and transitions for the last time. Absolute epic run here from Abdullah, and I'd say he will be happy with that one. Car sounds amazing. I'm actually not sure what engine's in that. It's one I want to go figure out afterwards, because it sounds so unique, would be the word I describe it. So we see Abdullah, just doing the replay for Abdullah here now, but yeah, representing Jordan, and that is a good run in my opinion. So I'd say he's going to be happy with that, and then it's definitely a good confidence booster to make him push hard this afternoon. By the way, how cool does the track look? See the arrows, the blue and yellow arrows around the track, like the commitment that the OIDC team do, it's insane. But we go back to the line, and it is Haitham Al-Hadidi. And Haitham has changed it up this year, so he's in his Silvia S15, but Haitham's known for having a 2JZ under the bonnet. Well, I can confirm that has changed, because he now has a V8 with a supercharger through on top of it. Changed the whole power plant, said the 2J just caused too many problems last season and he needs something reliable, and I am telling you, it is reliable. Look at this from Haitham Al-Hadidi as he puts the foot to the floor, smoking out that first corner. Such a beautiful looking car. Representing Oman, one of the nicest kids on the grid. This young man is definitely a big name to watch out in drifting. So we see him now filling outer zone 2 as he brings it in. Not as deep into that clip nor the wall, but Haitham is still ticking all the boxes to put a score on the board. And just gives him a little confidence booster heading into lap number 2. But yeah, Haitham Al Haididi, wow, maybe going to that V8 was a good decision. I know it's a controversial thing, 2JZ and V8, one or the other, but this man changed it up and it looks like it's working for him. Okay, so we move it back to the line, and it's a new kid arriving in Oman, representing Ireland. It is Alan O'Loughlin, and Alan O'Loughlin has had a very similar day like Chris Brady. So, 2 of these cars were in the same container. They turned up an hour ago, and Alan has only done 2 laps of the track. His first time drifting in the Middle East. Look at the concentration in his face. This 180SX, absolutely insane. Jay-Z under the bonnet, and I'm nervous here because, you know, there was a lot of practice this morning and the guys just sat watching as we see the tricolour on the back of the car. That was a good shout, whoever did that. And Alan leaves for his first ever qualifying run. No man, what can he do? Nice initiation, and the live stream just glitched. Filling the outer zone by where he finished it, in my opinion, but I didn't see all of it. As we see Alan now putting the front of the car right on the concrete wall, and just getting the transition a little bit too wide. He does keep one wheel on track, so it will be a deduction. So we see him now transition for the last time, getting out nice and wide into that wall clip zone as he comes around the last corner. This is literally his 3rd lap in Oman. He arrived here last weekend, so big up to Alan O'Loughlin. That's nerves right there, and you know, he held his head high. Him and Chris Brady just sat this morning just watching everyone else practicing, getting used to the new layout here, and they were just twiddling their thumbs waiting for a lorry to come. So I'm just delighted the guys got their cars and they got the opportunity to fight it out to get into battle action tomorrow. So Alan will know now what he has to do going for his second one. Lovely transition there that time, and as we see him not filling that last zone as wide as we wanted him, but look, it's his 3rd lap. I'm not going to judge him, okay? Okay, up next is Salam Saraf representing Kuwait. S15 filling outer zone 1. Sends the cones flying, takes the back bumper off. Full commitment for Salam, and I expect literally nothing else. This guy is such a nice guy and such an aggressive driver. As we see him filling outer zone 2 as he transitions out. Now getting so deep in these clips. Filling the second last clip as he and just went on. I was thinking that he was on too much angle coming in there. I was like, he's not going to make it out to outer zone, but look, he just committed to the line he was on. He didn't try and correct it, which could have caused a bigger error. So I think Salam just accepted that he's going to be deducted for that last zone. So the way our judging works, each driver starts with 100 points, and every mistake they make all the way around, the judges deduct them. So it's a tough game, it is, you know. You have the maximum points, but what matters is what you come over the finish line with. Salam was doing a very good job until here. See, just went on too much angle. Then he was like, right, it's either straighten to go out there or just commit to the line I'm on. So that was a very intelligent decision that he made in the split-second moment, you know, that way. Okay, up next, someone we're all excited to see, another Oman veteran in my opinion. It is Benediktas Cherba representing Lithuania, and Cherba has changed it up this year. So as long as I'm following this guy in European drifting, he's always had a yellow car, but this year he's like, nope, we're going blue. New suit, new livery, same Cherba. The Cherba fighter back on the grid, and it is been drove hard 2 days. So let's see what Cherba can do in his first run. Huge snap to angle. That was absolutely insane. As he fills outer zone 1 now, smoking the Muscat Arena out of it. As we see Cherba now ticking all the boxes. Oh, this is a nice run there, putting the front bumper on that concrete wall. Not afraid to damage his new livery. As we see him now coming up, getting ready to transition for the last time through the crossroads. Out to the wall. That's what I wanted to see. Good man, Cherba. Give the people what they want. And he brings it around and over the finish line. Look, I said at the start, I am just an enthusiastic drift fan with a microphone. But I'm not a judge, but that's a high scoring run in my opinion. Absolutely insane. Lovely initiation. Turbo doing everything he was asked in the driver's briefing, but we do not expect any different. This man is a legend in the drift world. Look at that. Such commitment putting the front bumper on that wall. We see him cool, calm and collective there in the car, just looking like he's out for a Sunday drive, but bang! Obviously Turbo's team heard me on the live stream and gave me what I wanted, so I appreciate it, lads. Okay, up next, it's another beautifully prepared time up, or team time up should I say, Mark IV Supra with genuine headlights. If you know, you know. All carbon body, of course, because why wouldn't you? And just absolutely insane. Matchx Krevex doing a great job with this build, and I'm excited to see how he gets on. First time out here in Oman, and he is looking comfortable in that Mark IV Supra. Doing a great job. Look at that, filling out our zone 1 beautifully. So we see him now working his way around, putting them expensive headlights right on the concrete wall. Like, who does that? That's just crazy. So we see him now coming through the last. Will he bring it out to the wall? Ah, super taillights are too expensive. He ain't going to the wall. I know, I'm only joking. But yeah, this is an insane run from Matsek Kyle. And I do apologise if I didn't pronounce your name correct, because that's definitely a difficult one. Okay, so we are going to head back to the line for our next driver, and it's another local boy, Riad Al-Sami, if I'm correct, in another Mark IV Supra. So Riad was on the grid last year, absolutely wowed me every round. I was just so impressed. He threw the Supra around. He's back. It's a new colour, it's a different looking car, but it's the same Riad. And what can Riad Al-Masabi do on his first qualifying run? Mark IV Supras everywhere. I'm telling you, walk through the paddock, it's like a car show it is. It's just insane. So we see Riad now throwing it in, nice and wide, putting the back wheel out to that white line. Lovely as he's filling around. True two, puts the front right on the wall. No fear whatsoever from Riad. So we see him now transition for the first time, getting out. Heading through the crossroads, not as deep in them clips as the judges wanted, but he brings it to the wall like the commentator wanted, so I'm happy with that. And filling the last outer zone, huge run here from Riad Al-Masabi. But him and his team got that fixed up. So what can Sebastian do on his first run? He hasn't left the line yet, so I do think they're trying to... Yes, they are! We are back on the telly. So yeah, Sebastian Fonten representing the Netherlands on the line. Another Oman veteran. Not sure how many times he's been out here, but he's out here a lot longer than me. But yeah, we see Sebastian head off for his first run. What can the Dutchman do in this crazy... Oh, E36. Big wobble there, uncharacteristic from Sebastian, and the car shuts down. No, the hands go in the air. And I think I already know the answer. The car was over boosting this morning. Because if I'm correct, it was a crack in the manifold. Someone else told me this, so this is second-hand information. But the car was over boosting, and it was just the ECU was cutting it to save the engine. So it seems like that's after happening again. Hopefully Sebastian and his team can get that fixed. One of the nicest guys on the grid. A fan favourite over here in Oman. He's a bit of a legend when he walks around these places. Okay, so as we wait for our next car to come out through our insane start line. It's just crazy, it is. Like,
Every year they just keep upping and upping the game here in Oman. But yeah, we head back to the line and it should be, oh look, yes, another Mark IV Supra. Grossman Maxim. Another guy making his OIDC debut here. And another one of these time up teams, and wow, absolutely insane car and a lovely initiation there now. These guys, I was looking at them, they have a huge pit setup, they have a huge cars, they're unbelievable builds, and they can drive them as well. So credit to all the time up team. But yeah, as we see Grossman now coming through the crossroads for the first time, flicks it back. And into that last outer zone. Look at that. That is a very good run from Grossman Maxim. Okay, we're heading back to the line for our next driver. And it should be Youssef. Oh no, sorry, my apologies, I jumped the gun. It's Mohammed Sieb. I can definitely confirm he is not in his old E36. I seen this car on track earlier and I was not sure who was driving it, but I can tell you now they were driving it. This car, this GT86 was so fast in practice. So I'm excited to see what Mohammed is going to do. Representing Lebanon. We just wait for the smoke to clear from Grossman's insane run. And away he goes. Mohammed Sieb leaves the line. Oh, soft initiation was what I'd call it there. He didn't fully commit, but he does a good job to keep it in between the white lines. As we see him now filling zone 2, putting the front bumper right on the wall. Huge commitment. As he transitions for the first time now, filling zone 2, heading for clip 3, and transitions again. Does he bring it out to the wall? He kind of does, but not as much as we wanted to see. As he comes into outer zone 3 now, filling it up and over the finish line. That is a good run from Mohammed Sieb. We see the lovely drone shot there of Mohammed's first qualifying run. And every time he goes to the drone shot, I'm just amazed with the effort and detail that the OIDC track team put into painting this track. The arrows are running the right direction. Just, you know, if you get a bit lost, just look out the window there and make sure the arrows are going the right way. But yeah, we're heading back to the line. And we have another guy, Youssef Bamwat. And he is representing Saudi Arabia in a crazy Supra. So, like, literally there's so many Supras. I should have definitely counted this, how many Supras on the grid. But what can Youssef do? Such a nice guy. Just went over this morning because I was admiring the car and he was so humble and just told me absolutely everything, which I've already forgot. But Youssef, very tentative there in initiation. He was committing a lot more, but since practice, you know, the sun has dropped, the temperatures have dropped here in Muscat, so the grip levels will have changed, and Youssef looks like he's just trying to adapt to the grip levels, maybe having that car just gripped up a small bit too much. See there, once he lets off, she's trying to jump straight on him. Oh, he definitely jumped straight there, and it was because he did not complete, and unfortunately for Youssef, that is going to be a 0 on his first run. Ah, and obviously some mechanical gremlins as he stopped there right in front of our judging tower here in Muscat. Yeah, Youssef Big handbrake drag there, like big handbrake drag. The judges said you can do that, but you will be deducted. They wanted you to use the weight transfer and flick, maybe with just a minimal. Another mic change for Mike, I'm telling you. I think the mic change there today. But yeah, no, minimal correction is what the judges want. Maybe the nerves getting the better of them. I don't know what happened. I don't know what his GT86, which really looks like Dennis Miguel's car from last year. So I'm curious if that is the case. So we see the track team there, no messing around, straight on it, recovery, clip it up, get it out of there. You see Youssef jump out there, a little wave to the crowd. Not the first qualifying run he would have wanted, but I hope them guys can get it fixed because that car is insane. Okay, so we do see Anatoly Shaibak sitting on the line. As we see Youssef just be recovered right in front, and hopefully him and his team can get that sorted and get him back out. Okay, so our track team is just cleaning up. It's a little bit of a mess there after the last car. And then we will be heading back to Anatoly Shaibak, which I'd assume he will get the option to head back in and just rewarm his tyres. Obviously the guys are warming up the rears and their front tyres before they come through the arch. So him sitting there waiting would obviously cool his tyres. So yeah, see him turn around. It's exactly what everyone would do. Like, no, I need to go back in there and warm them up. So we will be sending him off momentarily for his next run. Lovely drone shot of some of our supporters here in the Muscat Rift Arena as we see Anatoly come back through the arch. That is so cool. My 2 cents I said to him was they should have put smoke machines there and it literally would have looked like wrestling. Everyone gets a team song. That'd be cool. But yeah, Anatoly for his first qualifying run. Let's see how he gets on. We hear that GT86 screaming as it comes down the track. throwing it in. Lovely, filling outer zone 1. Absolutely beautiful. He puts the front of the car right on the wall. The commitment these guys are doing is absolutely insane. As we see him fill outer zone 2 from that beautiful drone shot as he comes through the transition for the last time. Zone 3. And absolutely puts the foot in to bring it over the line. Some noises there. That's not a bad run from Antali Sherbak. Okay, so up next we have Zachary Silva representing Saudi Arabia. This young man is definitely one to watch. A couple of years ago at the Drift Championship in Saudi, he just impressed me. This new car he's in now is just big flick, that's a nice initiation. Look at that! Put the back wheel right perfectly on that line. That's what the judges want. Oh, front bumper onto the wall as well. No fear from Zach as we see him now filling out of zone 2. As he comes through for the next flipper point, transitions. Not as all they wanted it, but still deep into that clip and into the last outer zone. That's just
دائما حاضرة هنا في هذه الحلبة حلبة مسقط أو
starting or barely see the start line from smoke from Zach's run. We're waiting our next car to come on out, and it does, and yes, it is another Mark IV Supra. This is just insane. Shambov Artam is up next. Mark IV Supra, insane. Like all the rest of them, fully carbon cars, just
next we have on the start line the king from Russia.
Still can't get over the genuine headlights. That was the one that got me the most. Oh. We see Sharbov leave the line for his first qualifying run. What can he do to impress our judges here tonight in Muscat? Nice initiation, getting into zone 2. See him now every car touching the front brakes, keep that car on the correct line on the front brakes all through that section. It was absolutely beautiful. Putting the front bumper onto the wall. Thought he was going to over-rotate in that transition, but obviously there's a lot of lock on that Supra because he was able to hold it, should I say. Nice. See him transitioning for the last time, filling the last outer zone and bringing it over the line. That was a good run from Shabna. Lovely smooth run there from Shabnov now, I must admit. Very little corrections in it. He did a good job ticking all the boxes all the way around. Not as deep as the judges were asking, but it's definitely a decent score on the board. It'll be interesting to see where he sits after the first round of qualifying here tonight in Muscat. Okay, up next it is Ramzi Nihad. Representing Egypt. See him coming down. Oh, no. You shouldn't be doing that. That was a big lock-up on the front wheel. Good job to get that car back on angle. You see him now trying to get on the qualifying lines. Nice shot there. These drone shots are absolutely insane. See him bringing the back of the car out to the wall. No fear of putting marks. Beautiful drift car. We see him now coming to the last one and over to the finish line. Nice run from Ramsey. Be interesting to see what way the judges score that one with the strange initiation, will what I call it. But the rest of the lap, Ramsey, not too bad now. He actually put the second half of the lap together very nicely. But yeah, it'll all come back to how the judges deemed that initiation, because it was a big straight line lock up into the first corner. Obviously, if this was a battle, that would be a huge deduction for him. But in qualifying, I don't think it'd be as harsh. But you never know, it depends on what mood they're in up there. Okay, we head back to the line. It's another Irishman, Harry Kerr, making his Oman debut in this JZ E46. Absolutely insane car. Harry, one of the hidden talents in Ireland, if you ask me. Not having the best morning of it, coil pack issue, he broke a diff yesterday, but him and his team worked tirelessly to get that car back out there, and Harry is connecting the dots. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that back wheel right on that white line, exactly as he was asked. And will he bring it out to the wall? And call from Harry as he transitions the last time, filling that last outer zone and bringing it over the finish line. That's a brilliant run for Harry Kerr. We see Harry there doing a lovely job filling all the zones. You know, he broke a diff on a little test that the international drivers could do yesterday. He wasn't expecting it and it just went, so I know that was in his head a bit. He was worried about it, but obviously him and his team have got everything sorted. That car is singing around the track today, so it's good to see more new drivers appearing over here in Oman. Okay, so we're heading back to the line, and it is Khalifa Al Fahasi, the young man from the UAE, in this insane 180SX. Absolutely brilliant. He was here last year in a borrowed car. This year he's back with his own build and ready to throw it down. You see flames shooting from the hood. Oh, Khalifa just the initiation like he was this morning in practice, but he does a good job to get that car back on the line. Tucks it in lovely to the inside clip as he transitions for the first time, filling the outer zone. Brings it in. Will he come out to the wall? No, he does take the box, but not as deep as the judges or the commentator would like to see. And then just missing that last zone completely. Maybe nerves to play with the young man. Definitely, it's a score on the board for Khalifa, and he'll know what is up against him for the second run here tonight in OIDC round 1. Okay, up next, representing Oman, it is Ali Al-Bulshi, or Lalu as he is more commonly known around these parts. Another guy had a few mechanical gremlins this morning in practice, but him and his team were at that car for a good bit of the morning. The last session it was singing, so I'm hoping for Lalu's sake that, you know, she holds up and gets him into the main show. Such an aggressive chase driver, definitely one that comes alive in the battle, so I want to see him there tomorrow. But yeah, Lalu leaves the line. 180SX V8. Starting low, we could get in there halfway around. Lalu smoking out that first corner as he comes in, puts the front to the wall, transitions for the first time. Lovely job in the second outer zone. Heads up now for the next clipping point, fills that box, lovely transitions. Will he bring it to the wall? He does bring it to the wall. As we see Lalu now in that last one. Oh, maybe just leaving his zone a small bit early, but all in all, that is a good run from Lalu. Lalu's replay here, lovely looking car as well. Really looking close to this. Yeah, once he watched back in the replay, he'll be disappointed with that, leaving that zone just a little bit too early. Not the worst run we've seen so far tonight. So up next, it is Mohammed Sordok, representing Egypt. Let's see what Mohammed can do here. It's Sylvia. Just wait for the smoke to clear from Lalu. Start the marshal, gives the signal. Away he goes. Mohammed Sordok throws it in. What can he do? Look at the flame spitting. Bit wide there now, hits the cones, and oh, just unfortunate over rotates. Oh, it will be a 0 for Mohammed. As we see him now just using the rest of this lap to feel it out. Right back some of that to the lads in the team. Right, what can we change? What can we do? How can we improve this for our second run? Mohammed unfortunately even took a load of work to do on the second run. By most drivers usually play it safe, put in a safe enough run on the first one, it's a score on the board, now you can go hard. So yeah, watch here in the initiation, unfortunately Mohammed just got it all wrong there, went out on that paint, out wide, and then too much angle. He did try to correct it. Unfortunately with the lights from the cameras we've seen what happens. So we only have 3 drivers left in the first half of qualifying here tonight in Muscat. Up next, representing Oman, it is Ali Al-Shahani. This thing is insane, the noises that come from this car. So what can Al-Shahani do? The second of our Al-Shahani brothers. Will he be able to join his... Well, I don't know if his brother's in the battles tomorrow, but it was a good run by Maruf. Now we're looking at Ali. Very slow through the chicane. He was doing this all last year, then he puts the foot down. I think that thing is just like a light switch. It's either on or off, but no, dropped 2 wheels from the start. Not in outer zone 1, and maybe not the start of this run that Ali Al-Shahani would want. You see him now. Oh, no bumper to hit off the board. There's a lot of steel there. Big transition, but look, putting the foot to the floor, making all the noise and smoke, but just unfortunately he's not going anywhere. Seems very slow out there and just not on the correct line, so I wonder what way our judges can score this one. Nice job in the last zone. I think that car, I'm after seeing that car for the last 3 years over here, I genuinely think that if, you know, he's just a passenger in there, that car's deciding where it's going, not him, because it's just so obnoxious. He puts the foot down, it goes. You can see here with the drone shot coming through the centre section, it just looks very slow, like it's spinning the wheels and smoking the face out of it. Not really moving anywhere. Look at that there now. But yeah, Ali obviously getting a feel for the grip level. He'll be able to go in with the team now and change it around to figure out what he's going to do next. Second run, but we have 2 drivers left. These first runs are flying by, they are. Up next is my man representing the UAE. It is Hazza. Last year I said the line that you never go full Hazza because he's just a crazy driver. This year he's landed back with all his merch saying full Hazza, and apparently I met him a meme in the Middle East. He still hasn't showed me this meme, so I need to see it. But yeah, Hazza back on the grid this weekend. Fully carbon S14, one of the most insane builds you will ever see, and the noises that comes from this thing when it backfires, you will literally know where Hazza is at any point on the track and you don't have to be looking at it. So I'm excited to see what Hazza can do. Still wait for a bit of smoke to clear from Ali Al-Shahani, making sure all drivers have the same visibility and the same chance at qualifying. So yeah, Hazza leaves the line for his first run, the young man from the UAE. I'm excited for this one. Will he go full Hazza? Oh no, it's deep in the first clip. Oh, Hazza, look at the flames coming out the back of it. This thing is an absolute weapon. So you see Hazza now transitioning for the first time, doing a lovely job in outer zone 2 as he comes through the crossroads, bringing it to the wall, out to the wall as well. Exactly what, oh, maybe out to the wall a bit too much. No, did that car stall? Because, yeah, that car stalled because it just went too quiet here, if you ask me. Has it looking like his hands in the air, or maybe his switches could be ahead of him? I'm not 100% sure, but he went for the wall run and it just seems like the car stalled up. Man, shooting at the track. This is a guy like literally cracked his exhaust from the back first. Like, just think about that. That is absolutely insane. The only place you see crazy builds like this is OIDC. Here you see Hazza. Oh, he went straight down. I wonder did the car stall on him? It looked like he tried to start it up again. Unfortunately, that will be a 0 for Hazza. Oh, he's out of the car as well. Maybe it didn't stall up. It could have been some sort of mechanical issue. But we will see him get recovered off the track now. Not the start to the season that Hazza wanted. This guy was looking so confident and comfortable in practice this morning, but it just shows you can do as much practice as you want. It only comes down to these 2 runs, and if the car doesn't play ball, it's just not going to play ball.
إلا أن دائما هناك مفاجآت تواجه المتسابق، تواجه فريق العمل وتفاجئ الجماهير، لذلك لا يمكن أن نتنبأ أبدا بنتائج السباق. الساعة الحسني توجهت في هذه الجولة، وكنا نطمع بأن نرى أكثر، كنا نطمع بأن نرى أجمل. هذا خزاع ضرب فريق السلامة العامة هي خارج المطار. هذا خزاع الحسني. تحية جماهير خزاع الحسني.
Okay, so we see Hazza leaving the track, being recovered off. Hopefully him and his team can get that car fixed and get back out for the second half. And then we move on to our last car. So as the camera flicked there, you would have seen this absolutely beautiful 180SX heading back out to the burnout box just to give the driver every opportunity to warm up his tyres again. But yeah, next up, representing Ireland, it is Tomas Kiley. And Tomas Kiley is... he's always one to watch. You never know what he's going to do, but I guarantee it's going to be amazing. So I'm excited to see how Kiley gets on here in his first round in OIDC. And wait till you see this car when it comes back out. This thing is a show car that he drives hard. So as you see the 180 coming in there, absolutely stunning looking car by Kiley. And let's see what the Irishman can do here on his first qualifying run. Tomas Kiley leads the line, big flick. He's absolutely killing it this morning in practice, and he's... oh no! What? Don't blame me for jinxing him there, but he was killing it in practice this morning. But that is not the Kiley we're expecting to see. And now you're going to see Tomas Kiley driving a little bit of anger. So this is more what we're used to seeing with Kiley. He transitioned there as well, huge, snap to angle. I wonder maybe the grip level's changing since this morning and that caught the Irishman out. But Kiley using the rest of this lap to just figure out what him and the team are going to do there and what changes are going to make to the car. But unfortunately for Tomas Kiley, that is at 0, an uncharacteristic 0 as well, because it was a full over rotation. He broke a nice bit off the side of his lovely car as well. Okay, so that does conclude the first half of qualifying here tonight. And I'm not going to lie to you, we have 5 zeros on the grid, and 2 of them would have been highly ranked drivers to maybe, you know, win an event or take a championship here in Oman this year. Ahmed the Hammer, first driver getting a 0, and Tomas Kiley, our last driver, getting a 0. So interesting to see what way them guys are going to approach, because they're 2 well capable drivers, so they're going to have to push hard. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break and we will be back shortly.
So there you have it. You've heard from some of the top people involved. We're getting ready for the top 32 action. I will see you guys on the track.
The crowd here are chanting for one more time.
On to the course, right? But after we get this, where the chase car has the nose into the wall.
So there you have it. You've heard from some of the top people involved. We're getting ready for the top 32 action. I will see you guys on the track.
The crowd here are chanting for one more time.
Onto the course, right? But after we get this, where the chase car has nose into the wall.
So there you have it. You've heard from some of the top people involved. We're getting ready for the top 32 action. I will see you guys on the track.
crowd here are chanting for one more time.
Onto the course, right? But after we get this, where the chase car has the nose into the mark.
So there you have it. You've heard from some of the top people involved. We're getting ready for the top 32 action. I will see you guys on the track.
The crowd here are chanting for one more time.
Onto the course, right? But after we get this, where the chase car has the nose into the mark.
رجعنا لكم مرة ثانية ونأتي على خط الانطلاقة أحمد زحام من الأردن على خط البداية وبالانتظار انتظار إشارة البدء في هذه الجولة الثانية من التصفيات هذه السيارة الجميلة.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are getting ready to go for the second half of qualifying. Few technical difficulties. We know you guys aren't getting scores at home. To be honest with you, I'm not getting them as well, but I'll keep us up to date as much information as I can get. But we are back with Ahmed Daham on the line. New car, same Daham, but unfortunately 0 on the first run.
Okay, so Ahmed Daham leads the line. Let's see, a lot of pressure on the driver from Jordan, but this is more like the Daham we know and love. The team obviously working tirelessly to try and get that car back high in form for the second half of qualifying, and this is what I was expecting. This is the Daham we seen earlier in practice. Seeing right in the front legs, looking at their lovely the outer zones. He comes through the crossroads, transitions for the last time, filling the outer zone, bringing it all the way around over the finish line. That is a serious run from Ahmed Daham. Lovely run from Daham. Hopefully it's enough to get him into the top 32, which I'd be very confident, because I know I've been handed a printout here, and currently top 32 is 12 points. So it looks like more than 12 points to me. So Ahmed Daham moving himself into that top 32 bracket, hopefully securing a spot for battle action tomorrow afternoon. As we head back to the line, our next driver, it is Clint Van Hoek. Clint representing the Netherlands, S14, beautiful car. As we see him coming in, huge initiation from Clint, filling that outer zone, absolutely perfect. The Dutchman looks like he's going for the top spot in qualifying tonight. As we see him smoking through, flexes the bumper off the wall, takes it off but keeps going. That is the Clint Van Hoek that we know and we love here in OIDC. Clint is currently sitting in 7th position with an 84.7. Will this be enough to push him higher? I personally think so, because that was an epic run from the Dutchman. Beautiful run from Clint. Absolutely no sympathy for the body panels on that S14. I said it earlier on, that car will not be as maintenance going back to the Netherlands, because Clint drives it hard. So we head back to the line for our next driver. It is Ali Maxid. Ali is currently sitting in 11th position with a 79.3 after his first run. So can he improve, push up higher? I'd be very confident we will see Ali in battle action tomorrow. An absolute veteran of Middle Eastern drifting. He won the championship here 2 years ago, so it would have been the 2023 championship. So let's see what Ali can do. He obviously wants to be champion yet again. So we just wait for the smoke to clear after Clint's run. Absolutely smoking them tires out of it, filling the arena, putting on a show for everyone in attendance and everyone at home. Looks like our starting marshal is going to receive the signal, or he's having a conversation. Maybe the smoke is not worse. I can't see out my window, so I'm going to stand up and have a look. There's some smoke out there after Clint. We're still waiting for the signal from the tower to release Ali for his second run. He's shaking his head. He's like, my tires are cooling here. It's going to get to a point now, if they're not cleared, he can go rewind it. No, he gets the no. The marshal says yeah. Ali says no, I want to go back and warm my tires. You guys left me sitting here. That is a man who is pushing for that top spot. He knows he is currently sitting in 11th position, and he is not happy about it, because I know Ali very well and he wants to be up the top. So will he get the chance to go back and warm his tires? He doesn't. The marshal just send him on his way. Let's see what happens. Ali Maxine in his second run. He throws it in. Lovely initiation, filling out the zone 1 absolutely perfectly as he comes through now. Flip point 1, flicks it into inner flip 2, throws it back on for outer zone 2. Live stream touches, but it's back again, and Ali is filling that outer zone absolutely beautifully as he comes through now. Flicks it for the wall, nice and deep, through his own smoke and around the last corner. This is a lovely run from Ali Massi. Lovely run. I know he wanted to rewarm his tyres, but by the looks of Ali, there was plenty of heat. That car was on. You see the beautiful drone shot. Drone shots on this drift range just look insane. Maybe it's just because all the detail on the edge of the tracks. Nice to see. Multiple camera angles are good as hell to look at. You can see this track from absolutely every angle. We only get a select few on the live stream, but they have a lot more up there. Right, back to the line. It's the local man. It's Ahmed Al-Amri, and he is currently sitting in first. 88.7 on his first run. He is going to be absolutely pumped with that. But I can tell you now, Al-Amri is going to push harder. This man is definitely one to watch. The amount he has, the progression I've seen in his driving over the last 3 years of coming out here is just absolutely insane. And he's such a nice guy as well. A fan favourite here. Loved in Oman. So let's see what Ahmed can do on his second run.
البطل العماني احمد العامري عامري يا عامري وين جماهيرك يا عامري.
We see the 360 GoPro in the front of his car. For a minute, I actually thought that was coming through his windscreen. It's not, it's coming through the door. That would make more sense. The things the medias do to get these absolute unbelievable angles for the videos. And the drivers love it. So we see the thumbs up from the marshal. Ahmed Al-Amri leaves the line for his second qualifying run, sitting in first. So this is just a show-off run. Puts the foot in as we see a lovely initiation out wide through outer zone 1. Brings it up for flip point 1. Lovely right to the outer line, into the wall and back for outer zone 2. The first transition was absolutely perfect. As we see Ahmed Al-Amri now coming through the crossroads and transitioning for the last time out to the wall. He enters the final outer zone on a pinpoint accurate line. This man is literally going to top his own score to secure that first place position. Wow, that was an insane run from Al-Amri. Beautiful shot there of the flames and sparks coming out the back of that Sylvia. Absolutely insane. Right, we're back to the line, and unfortunately Wokas did not make it back out for his second run, so we are going to move it on. It is Mr. Swapo Man, Rafat Al-Yahani. Rafat is currently sort of looking through a list here now to everyone yeah, unfortunately Rafat, sorry, I was looking up the top. No, it was a 0 in his last run. So Rafat outside that top 32. All of it to play for, so what's he going to do as we hear the most insane anti-lag, leaves the chicane, big flick in from Rafat. Swap performance, Swapo Man. 90% of the cars on grid here over the IDC season. And Rafat doing a great job now, tucking the front bumper right onto the wall. We see him transition now, lining up for outer zone 2 as he heads through the crossroads. Big flick going out to the wall. Ah, it's like they're all doing it to get me. But yeah, Rafat doing whatever he can, get as many maximum points on this run, and he brings it over the line. Justin, and we're going to head back to the line. And next up, it should be Ehab. So Ehab is currently sitting in 9th position with an 82.7 on his first run. So let's see what he can do. Sorry, my apologies. He's sitting in 7th position. So Ehab gives a thumbs up to the marshal. Oh, marshal just got a message there or something. Okay, Ehab is away for his second run. Huge initiation for Ehab, but he gets in the centre of the track, maybe dragging the handbrake a little bit too long. Trying to extend it out to get into that zone, missing outer zone 1, but he gets back on a lovely line now, puts the front of the car right to the wall as he transitions for the first time. A little bit wide going through there. Few small mistakes from Ehab, which will be knocking away at his score. So let's see what way the judges will score this one as he transitions for the last time. Lovely job in the last outer zone. Maybe Ehab just pushing a little bit too hard to try and put himself up a bit higher in the rankings. Watch the replay. I have been handed some technology here now that should show me second run scores, so please bear with me. There's a lot going on, like pieces of paper, completely laptops and microphone all at the same time. Ehab scored at 82.7 on his first run. Will he improve on his second? So we move back to the line now. Unfortunately, this computer isn't working, so I don't have live scores. So I'm going to have to just stick with what they got on their first run, and then we will get the scores to you at the end of qualifying. But up next is Turkey Alziri. My apologies. Turkey is sitting in 12th position with a 79, so nice and safe in the top 32 bracket. So let's see how he gets on his second run. Big flick, the aggressive throttle on that car. It's unstoppable. You see Turkey now doing whatever he can to fill that first outer zone. Right on the qualifying line. Has to come off the power there because I think he was going to run into the wall. That car gripped up some amount. But yeah, we see Turkey now making his way through the crossroads. Big transition. Nice wide. You see him now enter the last zone. Just maybe one wheel off. But all in all, that's a good run from Turkey. Head back to the line, and up next should be Shander Lead. So Shander is sitting in 17th position with a 76.2. So you know, he's alright, he's midway there, but I'm sure he would like to punch up a bit further in the score. So let's see. Well, actually, sorry, he hasn't even made it out, so let's just make sure that he is the next car. دولة تقدم متسابقيها هنا ببطولة عمان الدولية للانجراف. هذه البطولة التي تعد واحدة من أقوى 3 بطولات درفت حول العالم، تتميز دائما بمساراتها الجميلة بمنظرها الرائع، وأيضا بمشاركة دولية كبيرة من أبطال الدرفت وأبطال رياضة السيارات. أبطال So I'm not sure what the delay is there, why the car has not made it out through our amazing start line grid. Shander in that beautiful JZX90. Definitely a chassis we're not used to seeing on a drift grid. Maybe it's some practice days, but not really in competition.
So, ladies and gentlemen, waiting for Schneider to come to the start line. Schneider.
Okay, so I do hear some noise from the burnout box. I'm not sure what the delay was, but we should have our next car out fairly soon. But very V80 from here, so just wondering if it is. It's not. So we're moving on. The JZX90 not coming out for its second run. So next up it is one half of the Swedish Drift Brothers, Linus Jansu, in the borrowed car from Nazar Harbali, 350Z V8, absolute weapon of a yoke. And it's Nazar's old car / practice day car. So yeah, let's see how Linus gets on. He throws it in, getting into outer zone 1, doing a good job. Coming through the first corner, tucking the front bumper right through the wall. Takes some commitment, especially when it's not your car. You see Linus now making his way through the crossroads and transition for the last time. It's not a bad run, but I don't think it's better than his first run. His first run put him in 20th position with a 74.3, so it'll be interesting to see. And he is currently sitting in 31st position with a 37.3, so he definitely wants to improve and try and push himself up that order to secure a spot in battle action tomorrow. So let's see what Zahar does on his second qualifying run.
بالتوفيق لجميع الشباب العمانيين المتسابقين العمانيين المشاركين معنا في هذه البطولة. 11 متسابق، 11 اسم عماني متواجد معنا ومسجل معنا في هذه البطولة.
Okay, so our start line march just going Zahar to have a chat. Sure what the issue is there. No, he's not going up to have a chat because in my country that's where the steering wheel is, but that's passenger seat. Trying to get confused what side the steering wheels are in each car. So, thumbs up from the marshal, thumbs up from Zahar, and away he goes. What can he do to push himself up the order and secure a spot in battle action tomorrow night here at OIDC round 1? You see Zahar, very inside, missing outer zone 1 completely. Gets it back out into zone 2, but a big stomp on the brakes to avoid contact with the wall. And we see him transitioning, getting lovely and wide into outer zone 2 as he makes his way through the crossroads. And a big flick out to the wall. He's connecting all the dots, but not as deep as the judges want. They made that very clear and brief that to get maximum points, you need to fill that zone completely. And Zahar drives straight over the finish line. Long enough to determine the zero. I'm not sure. Okay, so we move it back to the line, and up next on paper is Tarouk Al Shahani. Tarouk is sitting in 8th position with 83.7, so not bad. Room for improvement, but you know, enough room that you can push hard, and if it goes wrong, you should still be safe for tomorrow evening. So we wait Tarouk to come out through our beautiful start line feature. And there he is, bright orange car. So what can Tarouk do? Representing Oman, one half of the Shahani brothers on the grid this weekend. Thumbs up from the start, Marshall. Away he goes. The cone on the way out of the chicane. Huge initiation from Tarouk. See him filling all the zones nicely here now through the first half of this. Transitions for the first time, nice and deep into outer zone 2. He comes through the crossroads and gets ready to transition for the last time and out to the wall. Lovely transition there for Tarouk. Nice and smooth. You see him now filling that last outer zone, maybe just dropping one wheel there. But he brings it over the line. That is not a bad run at all. Next up we have the Irishman Chris Brady going for lap number 4 of this track. As crazy as to say, this car only arrived at 5 o'clock this evening. We started qualifying an hour later. Chris Brady currently sitting in 15th position with a 77.3, my apologies. So what can Brady do here on his second run as Brady flicks it in? Nice initiation, sends the cone lovely and wide. Filling outer zone, oh, just dropping a wheel just at the end of the first outer zone, but Brady gets the car back on line now. Still his 4th lap of this OIDC track, so he is learning as he goes, as we see him stomping on the front brakes, making sure that car sits nice and smooth on the exact line that he wants as he transitions back, bringing that S15 out to the wall and filling that last outer zone. That is a good run from Chris Brady. You can see Brady is getting more confident every lap he does. So sitting in 15th place, I would say that's enough to secure battle action tomorrow. So let's see what the judges think. So up next it should be Nazar Harbali, and of course it is because I could hear him in the burnout box. And Nazar is sitting in 4th position, so he scored an 87 on his first run, so not a bad run at all from Nazar. So let's see what he can do. He'd know now after getting his scores after the first run, you know, he has a bit of a window. He can play around, he can push, he can do some crazy things. These young guys, young Middle Eastern drivers, they're just so aggressive and they have no mechanical sympathy whatsoever, and I absolutely respect that. These are not show cars, these yokes are pedalled to the max. So as we wait for the smoke to clear from Chris Brady, Beautiful car, fully carbon fiber by Nazar, built by him and his mates. These guys do it right. Look at the flames coming from the back of that 370Z as he throws it in. Huge speed and aggression. Not as deep as we'd like to see him in the first zone, but Nazar doing a great job now. Lining that car up, hitting that white line perfectly, puts the front bumper right on the wall, and a snappy, fast transition. Second half of this run now is really coming together for Nazar. Let's see what he does. Will he bring this beautiful 370 out to the wall? Yes, he does. No fear of damaging panels whatsoever as he absolutely fills the last zone. That is an epic run from the young man from El Salvador. And a 360 to finish it off, which means he liked that. Okay, so up next it is Hussein Misalani. Hussein sitting in 22nd position with a 72.3, so let's see if he can push himself up that qualifying order. Showing that C6 Corvette. A lovely first zone from Hussein. This man is really clicking with his car. We see him now bringing the front of it. Not as close to the wall as we'd like to see, but he was still in there. As he transitions now for the first time, maybe just dropping one wheel in outer zone 2, but Hussein doing a great job. Transitioned the last time, puts the back of the Corvette on the wall, and oh no, he over rotates on the last transition. Unfortunately for Hussein, I wondered if his front bumper coming off maybe just catching the steering wheel or something. So yeah, he's going to have to stick with the score he has, which is 22nd and 17.3. I know he's going to be happy with that, but definitely would like to push himself up higher in the ranks. All going so well at that moment there, and feel sorry for him, but look, that's drifting. So we're going to move it back to the start line, and next up it should be Dennis Miguel. So Dennis is currently sitting in 25th position with a 65.7, so let's see what he can do on his second run here at OIDC round 1. So we see all the lights coming off the start line. That is absolutely insane. Every year they just keep wowing me when I come back here. This is where the drifting's at. So yeah, we have Dennis on the line. Dennis, 25th, 65.7 in his last run. What can he do to improve on that score in this beautiful Supra? Absolutely insane. Okay, thumbs up from the marshal, and away Dennis goes. Dennis Miguel leads the line for his second run. Straight line initiation, but he does the job, gets it sideways. Oh, just a little bit wide going through that first zone. Can he creep it back in? Just lose some points for dropping a wheel, but at least it's not a zero. Now Dennis nice and close to the wall as he transitions for the first time. That's a nice second zone there. Lovely line, riding that white line all the way around the edge as he transitions back now for the last time and coming into outer zone 3. Just puts one wheel maybe a bit too much over the line. A few small little mistakes, but the way our judging system works here in OIDC, small mistakes will just nibble at your score and eventually will bring it down. So we'll have to wait and see what way the judges will score this one. But Dennis in 25th position, he will want to get higher up the rankings just to secure battle action tomorrow. We'll have wait and see. Okay, so we move back to the line. Representing Egypt, it is Karab Rashad. And Karab is sitting in 26th position with a 64.7. So he'll want to get higher up that order. And let's see what he can do. Okay, so Karam on the line, E46 BMW, absolutely beautiful looking car. As we wait for the smoke to clear on the track, and away he goes. Starlight Marshall sends him off. So what is going to happen? Very tentative initiation, not flicking in as hard as he did in his last run, but he definitely wants to up his score just to secure a spot in battle action tomorrow. Doing a nice job now, puts the front bumper right on that concrete wall. No fear whatsoever as he transitions now for outer zone 2. Making his way through the crossroads. Flick back, will he bring it to the wall? He could have been closer, but the last transition was nice and fluid. Not too deep in the last outer zone, but it will be a decent score on the board. Okay, so we move back to the line, and it is Ali Hassan Youssef in his IS 300. Fortunately scored a 0 on his first run, so a lot of work to do. And I must admit, that is a jazzy kit on the side of that car. Absolutely crazy. So what has he done to prepare for this second run to secure a spot? He's going to have to do it. He's going to have to push hard. He definitely needs a 76 plus to secure a spot in battle action tomorrow. Just waiting on the smoke to clear. We will be releasing this car for his second run. Right, signal has been given and away he goes. Ali Hassan, what is he going to do? Represent the UAE. So much aggression coming from the bottom of this car through pops and bangs, and I am a fan of. Oh, big stall up there just to keep the car on track. He does a good job to avoid the wall. Yeah, just unfortunate. This car not looking like it's steering correctly. The steering just looks like it's showing him left and right when he doesn't want it. There's no worse feeling than when the drift car doesn't play ball. We are 100% sure that Ali is a confident driver. He is normally on form, so not sure what way the judge is going to score that, but with a 0 on his first run, it's going to be a nervous way for him. going to head back to the start line, and it is Abhi Patel representing India. And after the first runs, Abhi was sitting in that one place you don't want to be sitting, and that is 32nd position. He got 12 points on his first run. He's going to have to put the head down here now and up the score to secure his spot in battle action tomorrow night. Let's see what Abhi can do as he leaves the line. Flames coming in, big impact with that car in practice, and it looks like they haven't got the mechanical gremlin sorted. Just looks like it's not steering right, whatever sort of damage was done. I'm not 100% sure, and he just spins out there. That car to me nearly looks undrivable, and it's a shame because Abhi was doing very well in practice, started to push a bit harder after lunch, and then unfortunately he just had an impact with the wall, and him and his team thought they had the car fixed and secured, but obviously that is not the case, so that would be another 0 for him. Unfortunately, 2 zeros. Oh, sorry, no, he got a 12 in his first one, a 0, but people like Ahmed Aham, Thomas Bailey, Splashes wanting zeros, but can really be sure that Abhi will be heading home. Well, he won't be heading home, he's going to be staying around for the rest of the championship, but he will not be joining us for battle action tomorrow night.
سيبدأ بتحليل سيارة عائدة إلى الهند. أبي باسل على هذه الجولة وها هو يتقدم إلى.
Up next it is Abdullah Hamdam. He's E92. So Abdullah got 68.7 on his first run, which would have put him in 23rd position at the time. So let's see what the young man from Jordan can do to push himself higher up the qualifying order. And yeah, definitely one that was impressing me. It's a crazy looking car, killing it all morning practice, so I'm hoping for Hamlin that he can just absolutely send it on this one and secure a high score. Nice through the first zone, but carrying big angle. I do not know how he did not over-rotate that car there. It's a credit to him for holding it. So we see him now trying to get back on line as he transitions for the first time out to outer zone 2. Lovely job on outer zone 2, coming through the crossroads now. Hits the last clipping point, flicks it for the wall, and around to outer zone 3. This is, he just dropped the wheel and let it wash a small bit too much in outer zone 3. But all in all, that is not a bad run. Abdullah Hamdan. What again? We move back to the line, and up next, representing Oman, it is Haitham Al Haididi. Haitham sitting in 21st position with a 74 after his first run, so bit of room for improvement. It'd be interesting to see what he's going to do. Haitham, a well-capable driver, always impresses us here at OIDC, and making that massive jump from the 2J to the V8. I can't wait to go up after and see if he's happy with his choice. But yeah, Haitham Al Haididi, absolute weapon of a car. The livery on it, it looks amazing, it does. So I'm excited to see what this supercharged V8 is capable of doing on his second qualifying run. Okay, so Haitham gets a signal, clunks it in gear, and away he goes for his second qualifying run. Listen to the screams of this V8 as he tears down the straight now. Nice initiation from Haitham. Comes on the power, lovely filling out his own one, doing a nice job there through the first corner. We see him now lining up to bring the front bumper to the wall, which he does with absolutely no fear. He flicks it back then, filling outer zone 2. Lovely. This is a nice run from Highton as he comes through the crossroads, gets ready to transition for the last time out to the wall. That's what we tend to see. Highton Al Haididi is here to make a statement tonight at OIDC round 1. Right, up next, the Irishman, Alan O'Loughlin. This is literally Alan O'Loughlin's third lap of this track. Cars only arrived this evening, him and Chris Brady, so all the pressure on this young guy. But Alan, I know him a long time, he is a well-capable driver. He is currently sitting in 30th position. Sorry, my apology, in 24th position with a 66.7. So can the Irishman improve on that score? Throwing it in, big angle there now. Him and his team would have been working on the car, doing all the things they wanted to do yesterday, but the car obviously didn't arrive. But yeah, Alan doing a great job now, puts the front of that 180SX right on the wall. No fear whatsoever of damaging the car, because Alan doesn't drive show ponies, he drives drip weapons as he transitions back for the last time now. Nice job from Alan O'Loughlin. He's not going too crazy, but he's definitely securing a score on the board. Intelligent driving coming through, where he's like basically, let's get scores on the board and get into tomorrow and we can practice in the morning. But yeah, Alan O'Loughlin doing a great job there now. So delighted, because earlier on today, it genuinely, him and Chris Brady were standing there watching practice and not knowing if we were going to have a car tonight for qualifying. So yeah, the powers above just sent down a miracle to the two boys. And when that lorry came in, I've never seen as many people cheer and was excited. And then you should have seen it been empty. That was the fastest container empty, I'd say, of all of them that turned up for this season of OIDC. But yeah, Alan and his team doing whatever they can to keep the car going. They had to bleed radiators, change the power steering pump, do loads of little jobs, and they did all that in an hour. You know what I mean? Credit where credit's due. But we move back to the start line, and it is Salam Al-Saraf. And Salam is in 28th position, and he scored a 58 on his first run. So another guy well capable of getting up to that top 5, top 10 bracket in qualifying tonight. Very good driver, so I'm excited to see what happens as we see him now throwing it in. Nice initiation, not too wild on the flick, but he did use the balance of the car to upset it and just, you know, give a little rock into the first corner. As you see Salam now doing a nice job, front bumper right on the concrete wall. Like, the commitment that takes is absolutely insane as he fills outer zone 2. Lovely the whole way through it. Big backfire out the wastegate through the bonnet there. That was insane. As you see Salam now in the last zone doing a great job. That's more like it now. Yet again, not a judge, just a commentator, but I think that might be better than his first one. Watch Salam's replay here. See, watch the flame that comes out coming through the rear wall. Bang! Both sides! I didn't even see that! That's absolutely insane. And the cars out here, the standard cars out here are just mind-blowing. Some of the stuff that we think is so great. But we move back to the line, and it is the Cherba fighter sitting there ready to go. Benedictus Cherba. He, after his first run, was sitting in third position with an 87.3. He is a guy we all know is well capable of topping qualifying tonight, so I'm excited to see what Cherba does. The only man that flexed the boot lid off the wall as well, so he got my thumbs up. But yeah, Cherba leaves the line in the Cherba fighter. Nice flick in. Nice and wide into outer zone 1. This is a nice run here from Cherba. Back wheel right on the outer white line. That's exactly where the judges want to see it. Same for clipping point. Onto the inside one. This is a lovely run from Turba. He is definitely trying to go for that top spot here tonight in qualifying at round 1 of OIDC. As we see Turba lost in his own smoke coming back. Not as deep on the wall as the last time, but still a lovely job as he fills the last outer zone. Pinpoint accurate positioning of that back wheel. Wow, that was a good run to me. Such a good run from Benedictus Turba. We head back to the start line now. So up next it should be Matzovic Kryal. And Matzovic, after his first run, just put a Mark IV Supra in second position with an 88. 0.7 off Alamri, and just, you know, small bit different. He's 0.7 ahead of Benedictus Turba after the first runs now. That is not where we're sitting now. That's what we've already done. So how can Matzovic get on here at round 1 of OIDC, making a statement in the Mark IV Supra and just showing that these guys aren't driving these cars like show cars. These are fully drift cars, full carbon bodies, absolutely insane. Like, they're insane builds. Every time I looked into them I was like, here. Like, some of the stuff you're like, you just did that just to do that. You know, that sort of way. Like, you could have done it other ways and made it easier. But no. They did it absolutely perfect. It's like building a car on Forza now. That's what that is. So let's see how Matzovic gets on with his first run. Just waiting for a bit more smoke to clear. Turba absolutely blinding the whole arena here. Okay, Saturday Marshall gives the signal. Matzovic is away for his second qualifying run. I wonder, did they widen the chicanes for all these Supras? Such big cars they are. But these guys are throwing them around. I think they're absolutely not. And this is crazy initiation from Matzovic as we see him doing a lovely job. Nice and wide out to clipping point 1. Into the inside clip, transitions for outer zone 2. Puts the foot down and the smoke starts appearing, coming through the louver on the back window. That is so cool looking. And he throws the Supra right out to the wall. No fear of damaging headlights or taillights, as Magic have, as we see him come through the last zone. This is a high scoring run. I am excited to see what happens here. Wow. Riad Al-Sahami in another Mark IV Supra, of course, and Riad 13th position with a 78 after his first run. So let's see how he gets on for his second run here. He's colour daggers. Car looks completely different from last year, but it's still driving the exact same. And you know what? It's not broke, don't fix it. So Riad heading down. Oh, that was an aggressive initiation. Will it pay off? He got back out but ends up in the wrong part of the outer zone, dropping one wheel. Now Riad trying to get on the front brakes there to tidy up the line, bringing the Supra right in to the concrete wall as the drone shot just catch me by surprise. That looked absolutely amazing there. As Riad transition now for the last time out to the wall, front and back of that Supra, straight to the wall. Oh, maybe just dropping two wheels on the last corner, did he? Did he just do too big of a mistake there? That will affect his score, but all in all, that was a good run and a 360 to celebrate. He was happy with that. Riad was up in 13th position, so I'd be very confident that we should see him tomorrow. He snapped the angle there on the initiation. It was just absolutely insane. Driver has a lot of pressures on his shoulder, but he'd be a guy that would say pressures for tires. Sebastian Fonten from the Netherlands is sitting on a 0. What can he do here? He's been having boost issues with the car. It keeps cutting out with him. It was happening all day. The guys thought they had it fixed, and it looked like it happened again in his first qualifying run. So I know he's a fan favourite around here. He's a fan favourite around the world. He's a fan favourite in this commentary booth as well, so I'm rooting for Sebastian. Let's see what the Dutchman can do to secure a spot in battle action tomorrow. Sebastian Fonten, on paper, would every day be a contender for this championship, so he needs to make it in. He cannot not qualify at the first round because he'll be struggling to win a championship that way. So a nod there, looking super serious is the Dutchman, and off he goes. This absolutely beautiful E36. Initiation from Sebastian. Dab at a handbrake, puts the back wheel right on that outer white line, exactly as he was asked to do. Car keeps going this time, no issue like the last time, so brings it in, puts the front right on that concrete wall. No fear, Sebastian knows he has one run to do it, so he has to give this absolutely everything. As we see him now coming up, transitioning for the last time, out to the concrete wall. Lovely wide line. This is exactly like he was asked to do in the driver's briefing. And oh no! 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 And I don't know who's more upset here, me or Sebastian. He was done it. That's the Sebastian Fonten we know, but unfortunately, that's going to be 2 zeros for the Dutchman. Oh! One of the contenders of this championship is looking like he hasn't qualified at the first round, which just in shock. Look at this. This was Sebastian Fonten we were used to. This is what we expected on the first run. And by the time he did the last transition in the last corner, I was like, boom, he's done it. He's up in the top round 2. We will see the most aggressive chase drive forever. And then unfortunately, just here, look, on throttle, boom. Look at him, hits the cage. There is no worse feeling than the drift car not playing ball, and my heart goes out to Sebastian Fonten. Him and his team, you know, we got 10 days before round 2. They'll work tirelessly at that car and make sure it's perfect, but poor Sebastian. Okay, we're heading back to the start line, and it is Grossman Maxim. And Grossman is sitting in 9th position with an 83.3 after the first run. So what can he do here? He's high up the ranking, he knows that, so he can push hard and have a bit of fun, try and put on a show for everyone in attendance and everyone tuned in through the live stream around the world. Look at this from Grossman, this is savage. Filling the outer zone, and these Mark 4 Supers, maybe they are a good drifting chassis. There's a lot of them here are doing very, very well. Unbelievable build. Look at this, filling outer zone. Wow, that is some run there from Grossman Maxim. In 16th position, so let's see what he can do to push further up that qualifying order.
We might not see big things tomorrow on the final. So guys, please just log in into Instagram.
Starting Marshall just having a chat with him, making sure everything's okay.
And you know what I mean. أسماء موجودة أداء كانت الجولة الأولى متواضع لهم ولكن
So we see Mohammed giving us the thumbs up. He's looking comfortable, he's looking confident. He was killing it all morning in practice in this GTA. So let's see how he gets on.
في هذه الجولة راح يغادر منهم 9 متسابقين ما راح يكونوا بكرة فبالتوفيق للجميع.
As our live stream camera doing circles here, this is some angle. Hopefully he doesn't get dizzy. As well, you can see the yellow box on the roof. That is our judges' aid, the race data lab. The guys are going to come down towards the end of qualifying. They're going to have a little chat, but tomorrow we will have all the information up on the screen. And I was watching it in practice this morning, and this is insane. This is a game changer for drifting. As we see Mohammed Sieb leave the line. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. No initiation halfway around the corner. Does go in the end. I was wondering if there was something wrong with the car there, or maybe just Mohammed mistimed it and came off, so he didn't go straight into the wall. Because, you know, we seen this last year on with a very similar track to this. That run-in is a long run-in, but at clip 1 there's not a long run-off. So if you get it wrong, you are going straight into plastic barriers, tyres, and then concrete blocks. And we have seen loads of things going in the past. So Mohammed obviously wise to that, making sure he's like, nope, I've already done a good enough score. I am not writing off the car. So yeah, we'll move on to our next driver.
بالتوفيق ان شاء الله للجميع. مرة أخرى معنا ننتظر على بداية السعودية المملكة العربية السعودية يوسف سالم.
So as we await our next driver to make his way out, and it should be Youssef Salam. Oh, sorry, my apologies, Youssef Salam. It's been a year, guys, okay? I'm only refreshing my Arabic. By the time we get to round 3, I'll be fluent. I might even do the live stream in Arabic. But yeah, Youssef should be making his way through the tunnel any second now, unless there's some sort of mechanical problem, because Youssef did score a 0 on his first run. I'm not 100% sure what happened. I'm trying to remember, but oh, it looks like we are moving on. We're going to head on to our next driver, and Tolly Sherbach, GT86. Lovely car, and let's see, I don't have his score prepared, so you may bear with me. And he was currently sitting in 14th position with a 77.7, so that's not a bad first run. Let's see what he can do on the second run here.
We have now on third line, Natalie Cherpak from Russia.
Absolutely beautiful looking GT86 Anatoly has there. So cool. Maybe purple is the team this year. There's a lot of purple liveries knocking around the grid. But yeah, we will see Anatoly leave the line for his second qualifying run. Might go on his first run, so he knows he has a bit of a cushion and he can push a bit harder to try and up it. But yeah, nice first zone. He comes through, bringing the front bumper right to the wall. Absolutely no fear of damaging that car. As he transitions and goes through zone through, gets ready for the last transition. Will he bring it out to the wall? Oh, barely getting in that wall clip. The judges said they want him deep in there. They want the back bumper as close to the wall as possible. But yeah, until he brings it over the finish line. Not a bad run. we're going to head back to the line, and up next is Zachary Silva. Zach representing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He got where he had him there a second. Oh yeah, he got 74.7 on his first run, which at the time had him in 18th position. So let's see what the young man can do to better his score. We see Zach flick the anti-lag switch on, and away he goes for his second run. Nice initiation. Absolutely gripped up to the line. You can see that on the quick initiation. You see Zach now doing a lovely job at the first zone. Absolutely filling clipping point 1, clipping point 2, back for outer zone 2. This is a nice run so far from the young man from Saudi Arabia. As we see him come through for clipping point 3, transitions for the last time, out to the wall as well, and he brings it into outer zone 3. That is a nice run. Maybe not as deep in outer zone 3 as we'd like to see him, but that is a good score for Zach. Heading back to the line, and next up it should be Sharbanov R10, and Sharbanov scored an 86 in his first run, which put him into 5th position at the time. So I know some high scores have definitely dropped in the second run, so it'll be interesting to see where he's currently sitting and what he can do to push himself back up there. As we see, yep, another Toyota Supra making his way out onto track. Absolutely insane. So cool to see. Don't get me wrong, I am not against this. I think we need more Supras in drifting. Be different. Be a shepherd, don't be a sheep. So yeah, Sharbanov ready to go for his second qualifying run.
وكما تحدثنا عن المشاركة الروسية الواسعة في هذه الجولة.
Okay, Starlight Marshall gives him the signal, and away Sharbanov goes. Clips a cone on the way out. See, huge, aggressive snap. Wow, I know he put 2 wheels off, but that still was so cool to look at. As we see him now trying to get back online into clipping point 1, 2, back for outer zone 2. He's doing a great job here now. Hugging that outer line, absolutely beautiful. Makes his way through the crossroads. Last transition, out to the wall. No fear of damaging these cars as they fill the last one with smoke. And the noise of that car, the window was shaking in front of me as he passed the judging tower. That was absolutely insane. Watch this initiation. Boom. Max angle. Love it. That's what you want. That's how you catch everyone's attention. We're heading back to the line, and up next it is Ramzi Nihad. Ramzi scored 56 on his first run, which at the time put him into 29th position. So inside that top 32, but definitely a guy that I want to get much higher up in the order to secure his battle position tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, as we can see, we're just waiting for the smoke to clear. That was some run. That last run there was absolutely insane. What's Ramsey going to do? Right, Ramsey is away for his second run. See him coming down the straight. Big handbrake drag on the front brake, trying to get the back of that car to rotate more, putting more angle, but not too deep in that first outer zone. As we see him, puts the front bumper right on the wall. This is insane. I would have looked at it as a difficult clip, but obviously it's very easy because no one has a fear of doing it. As we see Ramsey now coming through the centre section, transitioning for the last time, back of the car, out to the concrete wall. How's he doing? Yes, lovely. Into zone 2. Maybe leaving zone 2 a small bit too early, which pushed them to the inside. The judges did say they wanted them on the outside coming over the finish line. But look, all in all, that not a bad run from Ramsey. Okay, we head back to the start line, and up next it is Harry Kerr. Harry representing Ireland. So where's Harry's last score? Harry is currently, well, sorry, not currently. He was sitting in 6th position with an 85 after his first run, so comfortable into battle action tomorrow. So what can the young man from Ireland do here? 2JZ E46, throwing it in big angle. Harry's one of these guys that just gets through qualifying and then comes alive in the battle action tomorrow. As we see him now filling the outer zone, front bumper right on the wall, no fear whatsoever. He said to me this morning he's not here to enjoy the holiday, he is here to make a statement and make a name for himself, and I genuinely think he's going to do that this season. Not as deep on the wall as I'd like to see him, but all in all, that's a good run from the young man from Ireland, Harry Kerr. Right on the outer line, absolutely lovely. That car exactly where the judges told him, so expect another high scoring run here from the young Irishman. So I think this is the biggest, this is the least he got into it, so I think that's where the deduction's going to happen. Let's see where the judges will score that. The judges said that we don't have the scores at the moment, so we're going to have to wait till the end. But we're going to move it back to the line. From the young Irishman to the young man from the UAE. Up next it is Khalifa Al-Fahasi. Khalifa got a 62.7 on his first run, so he was in 27th position. So let's see what the young man can do. We see him there looking so just ready in that car. That's the best way you can put it, ready. Well capable of driver, so it's going to be interesting to see what Khalifa does here on his second qualifying run. And I must admit, that's some fan in the back of it there, that's huge. But yeah, Khalifa leaves the line, flames through the bonnet, so he flicks it in the first corner, settles that car nice through zip or zone 1, and he makes it to outer clip 1. To the next inner clip. This is a nice job from Khalifa as we see him going, oh, not as wide there, maybe come on the power just a split second early and the car jumped towards the inside, but he gets it back on the line. Will he bring it out to the wall? He gets close enough as he transitions for the last time. No, same as his last run, transitioning a small bit early there, which is bringing him too much to the inside and missing that last outer zone, but not a bad run at all. Not a big mistake, but a deductible mistake. 8%. Okay, we move back to the line, and up next it is Ali Al-Bushi, aka Lalu, the local man. So Ali is sitting. He got a 74.7, which would have had him in 19th at the time, so relatively safe enough. But I know Lalu, he wants to get higher up there and make a statement and just, you know, represent for the Omani drivers. So let's see what Lalu can do on his second run. Very slow coming through chicane, making sure he doesn't catch any calls, but he puts the foot down now and listen to the screams of the V8. Not too deep in the first outer zone. Lalu puts the front bumper right on that wall. That was absolutely crazy in the truck. Lovely. Filling outer zone 2 as he comes through the centre section. Transitions for the last time. Nice and deep out to the wall. And does he get into outer zone 3? He does, but he leaves it a small bit early. One or two little mistakes, but all in all, it's not a bad run from Lalu. Small mistakes. See there, we got in deep left there, so really once you hugging that over all the way around. So I think Lalu knows himself that he has done better runs today, but it still could be enough to secure him into battles tomorrow. As we head back to the start line, and it is Mohammed Zardouk to leave the line. Mohammed got a 0 on his first run, so a lot of pressure on this second run. What can he do? Throws it in, washes a small bit wild, maybe dropping a wheel or two, but he keeps it going, fulfilling the first corner, making his way around to the first clipping point as he puts the nose not near the wall, actually missing that inner clip completely. And then transitions, dropping a wheel. Yeah, unfortunately Mohammed, he's completing the lap, but he's just dropping wheels left, right and centre. So what can he do as he transitions for the last time into the last corner? Look at the flame banging from the bottom of that Nissan Silvia. Absolutely insane. And he straightens up before the finish line. Oh, I hope he didn't get lost. I really do. So it'll be interesting to see if the judges will score that one, or if Mohammed just up right at the end by letting off the power too soon. It could have been mechanical, that's just me assuming there. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to wait and see. We move back to the start line. Up next is Ali Al Shahani, the second of Al Shahani brothers. And Ali is sitting, well, was sitting in 30th position, and he scored a 51 on his first run. So what's he going to do on his second run? Absolutely the most obnoxious sounding car on the grid. Like, it's just insane. Between him, Hazza and Nazar, like, you can always tell when they're in the burnout box because my commentary booth shakes. Yeah, we see Ali leave the line. Listen to the noise of that Silvia as he screams down, throwing it in. Big handbrake drag, comes on the power, pushes him very shallow into that first zone. Now can he get back on the front brake, tuck the car out, get into zone 2? Yes, he does. Lovely. Will he put the front through the wall? Looks like he did to me as he transitions now off power. And did you see the snap when that thing came on? That is what is called pure torque. As we see Ali now transitioning for the last time, getting out to the wall. Bang, 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 bang. That's exactly what I was expecting. Look at that. It's absolutely insane, that car is. And Ali brings it over the line. Will it be enough to keep him up in the top 32 and keep him safe for back action tomorrow? It might be. I'm just speculating here. So as we watch Ali's replay, I can feel the floor shaking in my commentary booth, which means one thing: Hazard is in the burnout box. Hazza maybe. I don't know what happened exactly with Hazza in the last one, but unfortunately Hazza was down the last track. So Hazza is currently on a 0. The young man from the UAE, another guy, would have been a high-rated contender here in this championship this year, but unfortunately got a 0 in his first run, so a lot of pressure. And I hate to say this, but I think by the look of the man I see through the window there, he's going to go full Hazza. And you should never go full Hazza. So as we wait for Al Shahani's smoke to clear, though, you can barely even see the track, there's that much smoke. You get a look at Hazza's absolutely beautiful. It's 14. Fully carbon car, of course, metal himself, as you do. I asked him last night how long are you doing it. He said he watched the video on YouTube. No. There you go, folks. So yeah, Hazza leaves the line for his second run. All pressure's on this one. We're all rooting from the young man from the UAE. You see him put the foot down. Here we go. This is more like the Hazza we're used to seeing. That car obviously back working to 100%. He puts the front bumper right on the wall. Transitions for the first time. See when he puts the foot down, the screams of this car. It's just insane. Transitions out wide to the wall for the last time. This is where it all went wrong, but it's looking like Hazza's going to put a decent score down this time. Maybe going full Hazza did pay off. And a 360 for the crowd. Which I think something went off flying off the back of the car there. Hopefully it wasn't against that lads. Telemetry up on the roof. But yeah, Hazza doing an absolute great job there. Hopefully enough to secure the young man into battle action. Last year he kept splitting the back box because of the banks. No, I thought something was fine. It was actually the race track, which is over his head. But yeah, lovely run there from Hazza. I'm sure he's happy with that one, the 360 to celebrate. And then, my friends, there was one. We are down to the last car, the young man from Ireland, Tomas Kiley. Kiley won. Everyone would have been watching here this weekend, and then unfortunately gets a 0 on his first run. Just spun out on the first corner, so I'm sure the Kiley team are in there changing it up, the settings, putting a bit more grip in, making sure Tomas is happy and comfortable, because trust me, when this kid's on form, he is one to watch. We just wait for a bit of Hazza smoke to clear, but take a look at that 180 SX belongs to Tomas Kiley. It's absolutely beautiful, and things like a show car, but he does not drive it like a show car. Tomas's first trip out here to OIDC, and I know he definitely wants to make a statement. See how he gets on. It's looking like, oh no, I seen him clicking into Greer, but maybe not. That cameraman is very brave standing there with some of the backfires I've seen coming out of these cars. Yeah, that's more like it. Maybe he heard me. He could be listening to the live stream on the headphones. So, Tomas Kiley is away. This is it. This is our last driver in qualifying at round 1 of OIDC. And what can Kiley do here? Nice initiation, not making the same mistake as last time. You can see it now. This is more like the Tomas Kiley we're used to, on a pinpoint accurate line. Look at that front bumper on the wall. The drone shot got it there perfectly. As we see Kiley now smoking out outer zone 2, making his way through the crossroads, ticking every box as he transitions out to the wall, nearly touching the spoiler on the top of the wall, through the last outer zone 3 and over the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Tomas Kiley we were all expecting, and a 360 to celebrate, because he knows he's probably done enough there to secure his spot in qualifying. So yeah, we will watch Tomas Kiley's replay there, but I'm hoping to get the scores. I'm not 100% sure. We're having some technical gremlins. It always happens at round 1. Come on, we're all coming back. But if we do not get the second run qualifying scores out to you guys now in the live stream, we will have them on all the OIDC social medias instantly. Like, the guys are fairly on it here, so I'm sure it could even be posted now. So yeah, really quick before we guest have a chat, I just want to say a big thanks to absolutely everyone, all the staff, marshals, medical team, parking staff, the gridding staff, our 3 judges, Kieran, Vernon and Wada, our commentator Mike. I'm only messing, no one likes me. And yeah, people like our race director, Fami, keeping the show on the road here. Without these amazing people, you would not get this crazy championship here in Oman. So yeah, thank you to everyone, and we shall see what happens now. Hopefully we can get some scores for you. But I am meant to be joined by the guys from Race Data Lab. So Michael is upstairs running all the telemetry. You've seen the yellow boxes on the cars. So basically, these guys are just changing the game in drifting. So what they're doing as he joins me right now, just introducing you, man. But yeah, the technology they can do nowadays is crazy. I'm not even going to insult them by trying to explain it, because they have me blown away. But he's actually showing me a live run now of Tomas Kiley's. That is Kiley, is it? Yes. So Kiley entered at 72 miles an hour. Straight away, I've got facts like that from this genius system. Here, you talk through your system.
So yeah, thanks. We're capturing data in 3 dimensions, where the car is on track, where it's clipping point, where it's hitting clipping points, its speed, its angle, proximity to walls, proximity to other cars, and we're beaming all that data live to the judges in real time.
Game change. But look, you guys at home, we're going to have that on the live stream tomorrow for battle action. So from now, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys tomorrow 4:10 p.m. Omani time for the top 32. And trust me, if tonight's something to go by, the top 32 is going to be amazing. See you later, guys.
So there you have it. You've heard from some of the top people involved. We're getting ready for the top 32 action. I will see you guys on the track.
The crowd here are chanting for one more time.
Onto the course, right? But after we get this, where the chase car has a nose into the